Just finished eating. Hi, everybody. Coming in. Hello, everyone. Hello, Miss Wooey. Hello, hello, hello. Just got home from getting the baby from not basketball. My brain is everywhere. Soccer practice. Soccer, well, what we call football. Hi, everyone. Good evening, PDE Solution. Good evening, everybody. Coming in. Come on in. Hello, Mr. Uday. How you doing? Coming in, everyone. Let's talk immigration. Let's talk immigration. I'm working on three and a half 3.5 hours of sleep. Hello. How is it going? Your name just reminded me of something I need to do. Yeah, your name just reminded me of something I need to do. Thank you. Thank you. You would never know that they are actually very thick lenses because, according to my optometrist, my eyes are old. So I was like, I'll probably get something stylish so I don't look like an old woman. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Say hello. Say hello. What's going on? It is immigration topic time. That's fine, Mr. Uday. I know we're gonna have good news soon. Listen, your faith is. I always tell people that my clients' faith in sometimes things just don't work out the way we expect. But I always say, just hang in there. Hang in there. As long as you still have breath, Jesus has got a plan for you. Even haters will see that because, listen, if I have to react on everything that, for instance, being that I do a lot of public stuff and people, that's a platform for people to come and say nonsense. And there was someone who had a problem today in posting on different things on my pages about how we Yoruba people think we're better than everybody, and I think it said something about Yoruba prostitute or something. Things like that. I laugh because there are a lot of people who are miserable. So it's like, okay, somebody's having a worse day, or someone has it worse than I do. So that's always something to be grateful for. But don't let things make you give up. Don't let things make you give up. Just let it be motivation to you and keep going. Keep going. It's gonna end in praise. Listen, it's got to end in praise. Exactly. It's got to end in praise. So you have to understand also that not everyone is going to be happy for you, and not everybody needs to know your story. As long as God knows what was in your heart and you believe and trust, just keep taking it a day at a time. Things will work out. That's just the way my brain works. Do I have days that I just don't feel like getting out of bed? Absolutely. Yeah. But then you got to keep going. Anyway, hi everyone. Come on in. Let's talk inshallah. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Rosie, how are you doing? Let's talk immigration. This is attorney Abisola Adepola Olale Samuel, immigration attorney based in Alabama. I represent immigration clients in all 50 states. I get that question every single day. You are in Alabama. Can you help me? I'm in the state of Georgia. I'm in Tennessee. It don't matter. I'm going to speak outside in English. It don't matter where you live. Let me speak real good English. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you live. Immigration is federal practice. I'm actually heading to Missouri last week of the week of the 24th. 3 weeks from, less than 3 weeks from now. I'm everywhere. Heading back to Georgia. Georgia is one state that I think, knock on wood, plans in motion. I think we will have a satellite office soon. Don't quote me on that because I'm a woman and I'm allowed to change my mind. So I can wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? I ain't doing it. Got too much on my plate. I ain't doing it. But anyway, come on in, people. Let's talk about processing times. If you need to contact my office, our number is 334-341-4475. Visit our website at 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. You can send an email directly to my email address, which is aos@𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕, or you can go through the website and contact us that way. But the fastest way you can get a response from me or Chris or any member of our team will be sending a text message to our office number 334-341-4475. Yeah, or emailing me directly. I have to check my email unless I'm in court, like this one I was in court because I represent the state of Alabama and as a deputy attorney general for Department of Human Resources. So we had court this one. So whenever I have other stuff that I have to shut my phone down, but sometimes I can still flip through my emails or my text. Now, let me let you guys know, because some people would text and say, hey, I called your office. This is what they told me. I'm not the one who's always now on Instagram. I only have one other person who has access when I want them to. But WhatsApp, office, I'm not the only one who sees the messages. So if you're sending that, but as far as my email, the aos@𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕, that's my personal email. No one else has access to that. So if it's something you don't want anyone to see, but if you're trying to bypass paying for consultation, ain't gonna happen. Okay, so let's talk about processing time simplified. And put that up here, and I'm going to try the best I can to share my screen on Facebook and YouTube. Hi, everybody. Instagram, I still don't know how, but let's talk about processing time. So today, USCIS released today that they are effective immediately, which if you go on USCIS, thank you, uscis.gov/processing times website, you will see that they have actually changed and redesigned the processing times webpage. So, generally they have it's for decades. It's been so generalized where you go to the page, you put in the form, you choose a service center, and it just comes in through, for this category, for instance, I-765. You choose that form, then you have to choose a service center that's processing that case, and then it brings up all the categories and says, this is how long it's taking them at the Texas Service Center. This is how long it's taking them at the Vermont Service Center, all of that. Now, effective today. Y'all, let me digress a little bit. If you are on the fence about filing your immigration papers, especially filing for VA, this administration, this is the time you want to take advantage of. Let me let you know some insight. Let's just call it spade a spade. Republicans do not like one bit what's going on with immigration, USCIS, and the leniency and the flexibility and the, what's the word I'm looking for? And being more inclusive and more tolerant of immigrants, and trying to, if you guys notice that things are like every week we've got something going on, and it's usually to the favor of immigrants now, trying to make things a lot easier. Republicans do not like that. If you've got something to file, this is when you want to file it. Because if a Democrat doesn't win the election the next time, we may be back to the last administration. File what you can file now. Take advantage and file what you can file now. So they are, now everything is everything is being simplified. And what the processing times, what is going on now is this. USCIS has now made it to the point where rather than generalize a particular application or petition for everybody, they're simplifying it where your specific case you can actually get, because on a daily basis we get calls from people saying, please help me, my case has been pending for 2 years, I can't get anyone to USCIS. Now, if you are my client, like on Monday, was it Monday? Monday or Tuesday, or both days. I think it was Tuesday. For the most of Tuesday, there once every week, once every other week, or whatever the case may be, I have some cases that I go through, and I think, okay, I need to be able to call people. And I have a lot of clients who say I can't seem to get through to anyone in USCI. So I'm able to call, and we get a rep. If as long as it's not more than 20 minutes, I usually just stay on the phone. So that, I would choose a day where all I do for the most part, as far as my clients, is getting on the phone and talking to someone. What's going on with the case? This is going on, whatever case may be. Now, with the new redesigned processing times page, you will be able to go on uscis.gov/processing times, select the specific form. Then you would have, they've added a more drop down menu. You will be able to choose what category that form that you have filed that form in. Then you will choose what center, whether it's a service center or a field office working on that form, and they will give you the average time it's taken. So now the part of the transparency that they're doing is we are able to see that they come up with the processing time based on how the average time it took them to process 80% of that particular application. Example, if you filed an I-765 C9 category, C9 category is you have a pending family application, family-based adjustment of status, I-485, right? It's pending. That's how you can file a C9 category work permit. If it takes them, applicant A's case was 10 months, applicant B's case was 12 months, and up until applicant F, they add all of that together and find an average of how long it's taking them for those applicants filing I-765 based on adjustment of status. That average is how they come up with the number of months that it's taking them to process that. Now, and so based on 80% of that particular I-765, what is the average time it's taking us to process this? That's what the processing time will be. In addition to that, you now can get immediate answers in the sense of you will be able to narrow down when you can make a case inquiry about your case. So the best way I can do this, let me see what I can do here, people. I am tech savvy. Let's digress a little bit. So my youngest kid, TJ, my boys are, not unfortunately, y'all know, if you're a Nigerian parent, African parent generally, y'all know we choose what our kids are going to study in college. Am I lying? No, we all know that's the truth. It's good if what we plan aligns with what they're planning. Because, like, I knew from as God knows, my mom, I don't know if my mom is here, she will tell you, oh, my mom is here. That's 𝐸63. She will tell you, I knew I was going to law school, right, Mama? I knew I was going to law school. There was nothing else I could possibly do with this mouth, because my dad was happy that I could find a job that pays with this mouth. And my parents would say, my mom was here, you can ask her. So I knew I was going to law school. It was just good that my parents also had plans for me to go to law school. Yeah, she said yes. So it worked out fine. Why? Exactly. But so my mom is here. My mom always wanted to be a lawyer, and she can tell. If you see 𝐸63, say hello to my mother. That's my mother who gave that life to me. She wanted to go to law school, but she had to help her family back home and make sacrifices. So I know vicariously my parents lived through me. But it worked out because I wanted to go to law school. So that worked out fine, right? My youngest kid, TJ, 11. Both of them, I was hoping one of them would go the legal route, like art, whatever. Every first is hell, mama. But both of them are science, STEM field kind of boys. it is what it is. Their dad is a medical doctor, so yeah, whatever. So they won awards 2 days ago, and TJ won for 6th grade the highest academic excellence award for math. And on the way from soccer practice this night, he was like, I don't know what we're talking about. He goes, math is easy. Why would you not know how to do math when you were in school? Chloe. Because I was like, I don't want to go to jail, so I'm going to leave this kid. Anyway, I digress. So I don't know how to do math. So this tech thing, I don't know. Let me see how I can share my screen on Facebook. Let's see. Hold on. Wish I had a tech guy here. Chrome tab. This is what I'm looking for. Share. Y'all let me know if you can see that on Facebook and YouTube. Can you see my screen? Someone tell me on Facebook and YouTube if you are able to see my screen. Can you see the check case processing times? Yeah, if you want to log in on YouTube, if you're on Instagram and you want to log in on YouTube or Facebook, just put in Olaleye Immigration on either of the platforms, you will get it. Yes, you can. Perfect. Okay, so bear with me because we're all learning. I'm learning myself. So if you go to, and you can see my mouse, see where it says, so we're going to do the I-765. And you guys, this is really, really simple in the sense of just, but this is how I can make it make sense. So 765, as you can see on my screen, I see a lot of people coming out on YouTube and Facebook. So good. And if you're on Instagram, you can watch this on YouTube or Facebook later on. You don't know how to do math, but you know how you can't. That's right. You better believe that, because my mom is here. She's a full-blooded Ijebu woman. So that means I'm a half Ijebu. Yes. If it has a dollar sign in front of it and I have a calculator ready, don't play with my money. But anything else, no. Okay. So you can see on my screen, I-765, right? Prior to today, it would just have, there was no form category in the sense of the second drop list on the screen that wasn't there yesterday. This is all new. And so that is what USCIS is trying to do to simplify this. Once you click on the form, you can see all the forms right there. Click on the form, and then you go down to the form category, and we're going to use, because it has, so 765 is your work authorization. What is the basis for which you file the work authorization? In this case, let's use based on pending I-485 adjustment application, which is a C9. That's your green card application, right? And then the third drop list menu is, what is the service center that is processing your case? So let's assume the 765, we filed it based on an I-485, and it is a VAWA case. We go to Vermont Service Center, and then you click Get Processing Time. This 10.5 months is basically the average time that they have been able to arrive based on their internal time cycle goals, where they have taken an average of 80% of I-765 based on the pending I-485 filed with the Vermont Service Center on a VAWA case. It's taking them an average of 10.5 months to process 80% of those cases. And based on that, that is the processing time that they will release to the public right here. So they've now added yet another step, which we never had, because a lot of people will call USCIS and say, my case is, what's going on in my case? And then whenever you call, when your case is within normal processing times, what happens is they have to pull your case from the queue. Once they pull it from the queue and they see your case is still within normal processing time, you're actually not going to be placed back from where you were pulled. Listen to me carefully. You're not going to be placed back on the queue in the same position you had. No, they just put your case back in that category. That means you have successfully delayed your case even further. So that's why USCIS always, and I tell my clients, do not call if your case is still within number of processing time. You just have to wait. And as Nigerians, as West Africans, generally as Caribbeans, we do not have, most of us weren't present when Jesus was given patience. I raise my hand because I know. But do not add to making your case take even much longer. Because that has been very, very frequent, one more thing USCIS has done, as you can see on the screen, is now they have added this section where you can ask about get immediate answer by your specific case by putting in your receipt date. Receipt date is whenever you get, let me see if I by chance, oh, of course I do have a receipt notice somewhere. Let's see. I'm gonna try so that I don't have this. Yeah, see, we have a cabinet for, we don't keep receipt notices, but there's some states that I came to find out that you need their regional receipt notices and you have to keep that for the clients who can mail that in. So, but okay, let's see. I want to make sure there's nothing showing on this. I'm gonna really try. As you can see, this is a whatever. Welcome to your CIS account number. Okay, can everybody see? Let me see. On your, can everybody see it? When you get your I-797 notice of action, it would have receipt date. That receipt date, you would have a notice date and a receipt date. Your priority date is the same thing as your receipt date. Not a notice. Notice that it's just the date is sent out the notice. But your receipt date is your priority date. So basically, on this new redesigned processing time page, in order to know whether or not you are one of those who can call USCIS to get, if your case is out in number of processing times, you put in the receipt date in this section right here. So let's say, for instance, let's just use this date, which is 03/14/2022, right? We're just going to assume that is the date that this I-765 was submitted. Get inquiry date. So you see where it says your case is processing normally. So not only do you get that now, it goes further to let you know that the earliest date that you can submit questions is March 14, 2023. Why? Because like we just saw up here, it is taking them 10.5 months to process. So you cannot call USCIS before that. It says, please do not contact us before this date. If you do, they will have to pull up your case and then they see it's not within number processing time. You've just added more waiting time to your case. But let's assume, let me go back now. Let's change this date to 2021, right? Get inquiry date. You see where it has now changed to, you can send us questions about your case by submitting a service request online. Not only, the site is uscis.gov/processing times. Not only will they be able to give you on this site that it's past, this is because you should have been able to make inquiry because your case is now outside the number of processing time. There will be this link, the service request link right here, service request online, where you click and submit your request and saying, because now it's going to be attached. Their system will recognize that your case is out to number of processing time and ready for you to submit your inquiry. And they know that based on their average, they should have approved or worked to adjudicate this case, and they would have to. So that is how they have made this very, very simple and very specific. And so you don't waste time. They don't waste time. Things can just move smoothly. I'm telling you guys, this is the administration to submit your cases. Now, note that it says right here, note, if you submitted a VAWA, a T, or U filing, you must follow the instructions for asking questions on the Contact Us web page. VAWA cases, I-751 abuse base, you cannot call service center, the contact center. You will have to, let's see if okay, so back here. All right, I did that without any problem. See, I can do tech stuff too. But with VAWA, you have to write Vermont Service Center. You have to write them. Now, as attorneys, because I have a case where there's a client, a new client was having a lot of issues with the previous attorney. Previous attorney says, I can't get anything. We have to write them and wait. But an attorney, we have, hello, Miss Eniola. Attorneys, we have an email that we can communicate directly with Vermont Service Center. They will verify who you are, they verify your bar number and all that. And I've been able to get, cases that will be outside of a person in time, make inquiries through that, get duplicate approval notices, get duplicate prima facie determination. So when an attorney tells you there's no other way, please ask them about using the email to contact Vermont Service Center. Because listen, they probably know my email by now in that office. Because I just don't know how to take no for an answer. Yeah. So that is exciting news that now it has been simplified, present times where you don't have to keep worrying. So, okay, your case, you filed your I-130 8 months ago. The question is, all right, let's go there, go to the present time page, click that form, click the subcategory. Is it an I-130 for a spouse of a citizen? Is it an I-130 for a spouse of a permanent resident? Is it an I-130 for a sibling? Now, I put in the one for a sibling, right? And I'll put in the priority date and put in the priority date of, was it 2021 something? Because someone filed, we have a case we filed for a sibling, which I hardly do because I always tell people like they probably get married and be done. Anyway, the earliest that we can contact USCIS based on that particular case is going to be March 1st, 2035. So, yeah. But save yourself the time, the headache. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. The more you know, when you know, you do better. So this is going to be as simple as it gets. You can easily check the status of your case, to see how long it's taken. Obviously, I have some cases that, it's taking much longer. And when it comes to VAWA cases, I just send an email. Sometimes I will send a hard copy as well and mail it in. But for me, I've seen that emails work faster. And they will respond. There's no email I've sent to Vermont Service Center where they do not respond to me. Now, it may take them 30 days, but they will respond. So that's that, people. That's all she wrote tonight. Okay, questions. Let's see. I like your last video about reviews. Reviews of what? I don't know. Help me. What did I do? What was the last video? Listen, I can't remember what I had this morning for breakfast. So, okay, Napdip Sin. Hi, and this is on. I'll get to Instagram shortly. How you doing? Since that new work permit rule extension, is that mean new files we get there? No, the extension is extending the automatic extension for you being able to work while your EAD application is pending. Okay, TJ, all we need to talk about. Yeah, well, I only talk through paid consultation. So free talking this is what I do, which I think is a lot, given the fact that I don't know how I do it sometimes. Mohammed Kamar, how it takes to get a response back. I'm assuming you mean how long does it take to get a response back when you request DP? Do you mean prosecutorial discretion, PD? If that's what you mean, then hi, Miss. Hi, Miss. Well, you go by Oliver Pope, so we'll leave it as that. PD. Okay, you mean PD. It depends on each ICE office. Kobina. I've received prima facie my EAD, such as an advance for when do I get my VA approval? Thank you. That's what we just talked about this evening, processing time. Go ahead and check that and see what they're working on. Ola Dilly. How do you check if you're not on removal proceedings, criminal records, and frauds before travel? EOIR case status can help you determine if your alien number is showing in the EOIR jurisdiction. You can also call the toll-free number. And if you've not received an NTA, that's the best way you can find out. Natasha, I got my green card based on VA. Congratulations, my children in my country. How long does it take for a reply based on under 20 children? That's very specific because it would depend on the embassy or the consulate. And that's the Department of State. And right now they're very, very much backlogged, as we all know. Kingston, VA approved since January 2022. How long after can I expect to get my green card? Those files in time, processing times, just like we talked about. So go ahead and check that, and you will be able to get an estimate of when to expect, whether they'll schedule you for an interview or just give you your green card. Next, is there a fee for filing N400? USCIS.gov/forms. You'll have all that information there. Okay. See, yeah. I received my C9 EAD card after 2 years. My husband was a petitioner until he turned to VA from November. Received a prima facie letter 3 months ago. Does that mean my VA has been... That prima facie letter is not an approval of VA case. Additional good vibes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Alan. I just love your lives. They always bring me hope. You're very beautiful, Miss Sissy. Miss Sissy, okay. Your smile reminds me of a dear friend from Brazil. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Listen, I love positivity. I just don't. There's some things you can't say in my house. Like I get on the boys. There's some things you just cannot say in my house. Because I strongly believe the power of life and death is in the tongue. And I strongly believe that things you speak, especially when it's about your children, I don't care how angry I am with my boys, there's some things that God gave me the strength. I'd rather walk away than to say any crazy stuff. Like, knock on wood, no. Don't use no names on them, call them out of their names. No. Because there's enough negativity in the world. And yeah, but thank you. Yes, see, I love your attitude. Thank you. Okay, so let's take this question since this is what we're talking about. Cunningham, I put in my priority date and they say my inquiry is May 9th. If I do make the inquiry next week, will it delay my case? My vow was approved, but I'm sure if my case I'm guessing you mean, but I'm not sure if my case transfer as yet. So just the way I did it this evening, go ahead and do that. If they tell you that the earliest date you can make May 9th, then you have to wait till then. Okay. But keep in mind that because your case is VAWA related, you cannot get any information by calling the contact center. You would have to write them. Okay, easy. Thank you for what you do. My question is, I'm refiling form 360 after a denial. can a work authorization and form be simultaneously filed as well? As long as if your abuser is a citizen, yes. If your abuser is a green card holder, right now it's current, so that will be yes as well. Okay. Benjamin Adebayo, fiance visa petition since 2020. That's outside normal person time. So that's, you are one of those who will be able to use. Well, let me go back. Let me back up. Depending on what service center is working in your case. So put in that information just like I did this evening. And if it shows you that the earliest day you can make inquiry still in the future, then you got to wait. If it shows you that now you can submit inquiry, then go ahead and do that. Disclaimer: this is general information. If you want something specific to your case, then we've got to set up a proper paid consultation. There are no ways around it. That is a policy in my firm, and that is it. My mother used to tell me growing up that she thought I should have come as a man, because I don't know if she's still here. Like she says I'm very, very rigid. Like I'm rigid like a man. I don't think so, but I'm very, very assertive. And when I tell you something, it is what it is. It is what it is. So there's just some things. If you call and tell you have to make a consultation, if you sent me a text or a DM, I'm going to tell you the same darn thing. It is what it is. Okay. Joseph, I'm in removal proceedings, and I'm going to get on Instagram now. And I'm getting married next month. Be sure you do a bona fide exemption if you're going to be getting married while you're already in removal proceedings. I have to lose my present. What is the basis for which you don't lose your social security number? You already have it. So that you don't lose that. But what is the basis by which you have your current work permit? What are you needing to remove for? That's just not a yes or no question. Hey, Miss Ali. Okay, all right. Let's see what's going on Instagram. Now, y'all, listen. Those skit videos that I do, don't be going to USCIs and telling them to review your case right now. Now, see, the way my brain works, that's the kind of thing I can do. But I got my citizenship now. So don't go in there and say, green card, no. So watch those videos at your own risk. Don't mention my name anywhere. Just saying. Okay? Don't mention my name anywhere. At your risk. At your own risk. Okay, let's see. Thank you. What do I do for fun? Work? Like, y'all don't understand. Like, weekends, people look forward to weekends to do stuff. I look forward to weekends. See, I don't judge. I'm very OCD-ish in nature. My mom will tell you. So I've tried to have housekeepers, but I fired both of them. See, this is one of the things I miss about Nigeria, where you can have like housekeepers, like 10 at once or something. But here it's expensive. But my level of clean will drive most people crazy. So I've come to realize that the only person that can clean my house the way I want to clean my house is myself. As much as I don't like cleaning, I just love my space to be very particular. I remember one would tell you guys that they probably thought I needed some therapy or something, some medication, but I'm good. I'm fine. That's the way God made me. So weekends usually, especially when my boys go to your dad, because I got 2 boys. Y'all know what it's like to have 2 boys. So I clean. I'm going to be cleaning my house this weekend, and I'm going to catch up on work. I don't have a life. But yeah, that's what I do for fun. But hey, listen. Okay, what all the delays? Yes, they are really, really trying to. Thank you, Simply Paul. Hello, Derek 90. Can you get an advance parole before VAT approval with pending adjustment of status? Yes, you can. Generally. Let's see. I don't want to move. As a 10-year green card holder, what forms can I file to bring my wife into America? I-130 and then supporting evidence. Dave 2450, how long does it take to get new EAD? See, I'm not worried anymore about how long it's taking to get new EAD because yesterday they announced that the automatic extension would now be for almost 18 months. I don't have, knock on wood, I don't have any EAD that's taken that long. I'm hoping I don't because there's one that's my client's case was filed February last year in Vermont Service Center. So this is March, April, going on 15 months. And they keep telling us this crap of they have to do background check. The card that I posted earlier that I got today, when was this case filed? I think it was October. Yeah, October. December. 6 months. I don't know why her case, but I ain't gonna give up. Like if I have to email them every single week, that's what I'm gonna do. Because you've got to explain to me what anyway. But with the new automatic extension of 540 days, I won't even worry about how long it's taking because yeah, you already have that to keep working. Received a receipt notice 1 week after filing VAT. Is it a good sign? It's just a receipt notice. Just a receipt notice. It shows because I like talking that I was going to be a liar. I talk. Listen, funny thing a lot of people don't know about me is I'm a homebody. Like I'd rather be at home than go to a party. My mother, I'm not sure if she's still on. My mother has all the genes of going to parties. And my younger sister, those are the party people. And my older brother, like Owambe is everywhere. They're there. Me and my younger brother and me, growing up, we're just homebodies. So if I'm not working, I love being home. So I talk for a living, but when I'm home, I don't want to see that. I just tell, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Because, geez, yeah, I talk. I talk a whole lot. Let me see. Okay, people. So, let's see. Even if you call was answered with voice automated. So I keep telling you guys, when you call USCIS, say you want to have an InfoPass appointment, you've got to call at specific hours of the day. You've got to understand that if you don't specifically ask for those services that will make them get someone on the phone, you will not get someone on the phone. So I keep telling people, listen to me when someone said, no, that doesn't work. I told a client, the other day, like, okay, just watch. And I said, okay, stay on the phone. And luckily for us, the wait time that day was 8 minutes. And when someone came on phone, he was like, I'll be damned. Yeah, there are people working at USCIS. You just got to know what the right option is so you can get somebody on the other side. You can't actually send an email to a lockbox. You can't actually send an email to an asylum field office. You can ask Emma, USCIS. Emma, I mean, there are ways now that are making it much more easier to contact USCIS. You've just got to know what you have to do. Okay. What is the meaning of 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓 or you filing, please? Oh, okay. So I guess you were saying 𝒊𝒎𝒎 is 𝒊𝒎𝒎, a 𝒊𝒎𝒎 green card, Violence Against Women Act, which also allows men to file. I want to say 85% of my 𝒊𝒎𝒎 clients are male. And I'm going to do a video because listen, there's no reason why a man should come all the way from where he's and be reduced to nothing. Women, so yeah, but African women are feisty. We know how to speak for on our behalf. But African men, first of all, they suffer abuse in silence because of ego, the shame, the pride, just trying to bear things. And I tell you some things some of my clients have gone through. Y'all cannot even begin to imagine. So it covers men. T visa is for those who have been subjected to trafficking. U visa is for those who have been victims of some qualifying crimes. T visa and U visa, you have to be on that for a while before you can file a green card. Unlike VAL, where you can file simultaneously. I no longer do those two in my firm. Okay, people. So let's see. Is it gonna be deleted? Is it going to be deleted because I called like twice before this new update? If your case is still within our processing time, y'all just need to let it be. Let these people be. Just let them be. Let them be. Okay. Is the new processing time for new applications? No. It's not that it's new in that sense. It's just being simplified so that you can see exactly what the range for a particular form based on a specific category is taken. And if your case is outside that normal time frame, then that link is there for you to make what's it called, to make an inquiry, Mr. Chinedu. But if your case is still within the normal processing time, then they'll give you the earliest date that you can contact them. Keeping in mind, once again, like I said, if your case is a VAD case or one of those cases that's humanitarian in nature and confidential, like VAD TU 751 abuse base, then you would have to contact them in writing. They will not give you any information over the phone. Asylum is a different animal on its own. That's but we sent in a couple requests to expedite. It's very discretionary, asylum cases, but we sent in a couple requests to expedite this week. But we'll see how that goes. What does we actively reviewing your form mean? It just means that they've started working on your case, but actively can still be another 12 months. What controls is whether or not it's within normal processing time. What is the subject of today's live? Let me put it back up. You cannot see it on Instagram, but it's USCI's processing time simplified. If you were on YouTube or Facebook, USCI's processing times simplified, and you can go back and watch this video once I get up, so that will you'll see how we went through that. Okay. All right, people. Okay. This is a good question. Street E23. I have a pending vow and 2 prima facie. Can I remarry and withdraw my application at just my status? If you are sure that you want to end your vow process, then you can remarry. The reason why I said if you're sure is because during the pendency of your vow petition, you cannot remarry. Remarriage nullifies your vow petition. But if you are in a position where you're going to remarry, you have someone and you want to do now a regular marriage-based petition, then you will have to forfeit your vow petition as long as you know that you are okay with doing that. But hear me loud and clear. Remarriage while a vow petition is pending nullifies your vow. It automatically nullifies your vow petition. not the green card attached to you. If your VAWA petition has been approved, but you're still waiting on green card to be approved, marriage between those two events does not nullify or revoke your petition. Let's just leave that alone so I don't confuse everybody. But that's what it is. A vow with two prima facie doesn't mean anything. Y'all have to hear me loud and clear. Prima facie is not an approval. Prima facie is good indication that you've submitted initially on the face. That's basically what prima facie means. On the face, we're looking at it, and if we were to approve this, we would approve it. That's basically what prima facie means in English. So the fact that you've gotten two doesn't mean anything as far as, okay, should you just wait because you've not gotten two? No. They just sent you an extension. But if you want to remarry, which obviously for the most part is faster, you have to understand you're going to forfeit your VAWA petition unless the petition has been approved. But obviously yours, if your prima facie determination is not an approval, it's not indication of how long it's going to take your VAWA case. That's present times. Can I use my work authorization card from old marriage when I'm currently married to another person? I can't answer that question because I'm an attorney. I can't just like tell you that. My lawyer is saying I don't need to send proofs of marriage apart from marriage certificate. He said I should take other proofs only when I'm going for interview. Huh? Okay. I guess Kenny G. Aliu has answered your question. So I don't speak negatively about other attorneys unless I have to. Yes. Okay, people, so I gotta go. I still have some work to finish up tonight. But if we can help you with your immigration case, our contact number is 334-341-4475. Visit our website. Yes, the title of my finger. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Send an email, send a text, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share and like our Facebook page, follow us on TikTok, and on Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next live.